Jump on here, let us know. Can you hear us? How does the sound? Are we clear? How is the picture? Do you have one? It's weird. Dudes will be like, I hear you, but I have no picture. So can you see us? Jump on here, just let us know that we're clear. You can see us, and then tell us what you would like to talk about tonight for a little while. Anybody have fupas? Ooh, look here. 2 grommets not there. Oh, nope, nope, there they are. There they are. Oh, these are fupa danglers. These are fupa danglers. These are standard fupas. For guys that don't know what a fupa is, it'll work as a chest pack, a fanny pack, or a crossbody bag, and it comes with all of the straps to make it do all of those things. Bifold tool carriers. If you haven't seen these are pretty cool. These Velcro in, you can remove them, orient them how you like. Boot bags. 18650 battery wallets if you haven't seen these. Four 18650s or 8 123s. Audio's choppy, huh? Weird. I'm right in the same place. I'll make them stop. Are we doing a limited run of denim fupas? Origin intent. This has, you don't have anything to do with Origin Maine, do you? We might be doing something. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then you're guessing. Josh DeWall, what's that, man? How are you? Warlike, what's up? Corey Suttles, how are you? Bam Ranch, James F, BS 4700, Toy Town. Jonathan Cam, what's going on, man? Taking a ride up to Origin to get boots and pants. Very cool, man. Very cool. Curious if the factory is all at the same place or there's different locations that they're contracting out. Tropic zippered knife pouches on the way. Coyote fupas, more of those on the way. You guys that have fupas on order, 100 or so shipped Thursday, Friday. A couple hundred will ship come Monday. We don't have this stuff shipped in semi trucks or anything. We build it all right here on these sewing machines. I'm not part of Origin Maine. I heard Cody say it was possible. Wanted to say I'd be a buyer. Right on, man. Well, welcome here, buddy. What Wrangler Star? What's up? What are you doing? What are you doing with a $100 super chat? I gave that to you. We're just gonna have to keep throwing this back and forth. Welcome, welcome. Love the video, man. It took me several times to watch it. We were driving to Jackson, which is an hour away from here. It's the nearest city with a Sam's Club. And going to war with the nearest city with a Costco. And we had broken reception, but heard part of it while I was feeding the animals this morning, and then we listened to the rest of it. Awesome, man. Glad that you love that stuff. There's a lot more to it. We need to talk for probably about 15 minutes, and you'll be amazed at some of the capabilities of that stuff. Those were pistol mag cards and rifle cards, and there's a tool bag organizer in there. Actually, I'll just show you. And on the walls, those tool bags don't come with any of the accessories. I put them in there. I had stuff kind of in those bags, and I think that some of it got pulled and just, in the excitement of looking at it. This is a tool bag organizer. And the walls on the tool bags obviously are Velcro lined. And in a small tool bag, you can put one large mesh pocket or two small mesh pockets. These are half the size of the large. On the large tool bags, you can fit 3 small mesh pockets or one large and one small, and any combo of Velcro back cards that you want to put in there. Those packs that you like so much are called flat packs, and we make a 4-inch, a 5-inch, and a 6-inch, those lined ones. And then we make something called a tool pod, which are these here. And these things are great for carrying like ratcheting drive wrenches or sockets and extensions, screwdrivers. And then we do them without the mesh if you have pointy things in there like screwdrivers. On the closed bags, we make a small, a medium, and a large closed bag. And obviously the tool bags. And those tool bags we made, these are Arid, and Multicam Black's the other color. Those Arid tool bags with those mesh pockets, that's the first time we've ever made those in that color pattern. So we sent those over to you. That's why we ran those. Up all night reorganizing all my gear. Really like the tool bags. Man, I'm so glad that you like those things. And I don't send that over there looking for you to do a video on them. I just want you to have them. So I'm glad that you'll get use of those. Your live streams are an antidepressant. Well, I'm glad, man. You should come out and hang out with us. Self-Reliance Festival. There'll be 1,000 people that think and have the same beliefs that we have. There'll be 1,000 people that come out here from around the United States and around the world, and we all hang out. Now, Self-Reliance Festival is October 14th and 15th. 2 days prior to that, though, oh man, I didn't know Wrangler Star was going to be on here. I got to get another watch. Get it put on. Quick, can you go get me one? I didn't have one in my desk. So 2 days prior to that, Evan from Radio Made Easy is coming out and doing a 2-day radio class. So you've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and on Monday we're doing a poultry class. And I think we're showing you chicken, duck, and turkey. I think we're showing you chicken, duck, turkey, and everybody that attends the poultry class will get their own live animal to dispatch and turn into meat. And we've got Featherman. I believe Featherman is sponsoring that. I have all Featherman poultry processing equipment here. I have their full processing setup, commercial, pro, homeowner, prosumer stuff. Like you wouldn't see it at Tyson or anything like that, but for somebody doing their own stuff. Turducken, yeah, we could even put a sturgeon in there, right? Maybe an octopus. Maybe some grits, right, Cody? I don't eat grits either. So you'll see that. We're also doing a butcher off, which I think is Friday, and we're having 2 professional butchers in, and they're doing big meat. And all that meat will be consumed at the event. Smoked, cooked, different things. But you're going to see a live animal. And if you can't dispatch your animal, somebody will be there to help you do all of that. So the real cheat code, though, is come to one of those pre-events. Even if you're not going to take the class, it gets you access a day or 2 days early. That's when everybody's coming into town. You'll get to hang out with all of the people before there's 500 other people wanting to talk to those folks. Jack Spirko Survival Podcast will be here. Joel Salatin is coming in. He's also heading off the poultry class on Monday. Man, there are so many people coming in. CJ Kilmer's going to be here from Dangerous History Podcast. And if you don't recognize any of these guys, look them up. Even if you can't make it, they should be on your radar. I would love to tell you that Wrangler Star's coming out. I don't think that's happening this time, but maybe in the future we can make that happen. And maybe you'll see some videos with us and the different crews together at some point in the future. But it should definitely be on your radar. If you want to check it out, if you go to this YouTube page, Special Operations Equipment, and just type in the little magnifying glass, do the search function, Self-Reliance Festival, and you'll see some of the videos that we've produced during the event. And then all those Compound Coalition videos, most of those were shot with people that were actually presenting at the event. And then we'll have tons of demos too. Like we've got Wolf Ridge, wood processor log splitters, wood miser, timber mill will be out here running. And then, you know, the difference between a maul and an axe and a log blaster and a 22-ton splitter versus an actual real log processor with a lift gate on it. There's tons and tons of hands-on stuff. We have blacksmiths that come in. If you're not into that, the building's open. We have tons of air conditioning. I mean, literally tons of AC in this place. And we shut down the sew floor. We push and compress everything. And then we've got tons of vendors inside as well as outside. So it's definitely it's something to see for sure. Took me joining the Army to learn that grits were a thing. I didn't know what grits were until we moved here. We don't do grits over here, but I'm sure good. Yeah, biscuits. Biscuits are always good. I had never seen a Cracker Barrel restaurant till I moved here to Tennessee. And when we first moved here, when you walked into Cracker Barrel, they gave you biscuits. They still will, but you have to ask for them. And those are not the same. I didn't know what a cat head biscuit was either. And I'd never heard of chocolate gravy. Highly recommend Evan Zero to Hero radio class. Taking the class this weekend, and the first day has been great. Yeah, Evan just presents so well, man, and he breaks it down Barney style. Like anybody, I've got 10 different radios. I got VX6Rs. I've got Vertex radios over here. I got Baofangs. I've got everything. But it doesn't matter because they don't talk, right? He made all that stuff talk. That whole company, Evan's whole deal was he was in here at a Self-Reliance festival, standing right here, and look at this brace and bit set I got, Cody. I got it a couple weekends ago, man. I've always wanted one of these things. And people kept trying to buy my radios. And Evan said, man, I think I'm going to take radios and program them and sell them all together as a set. And he said that's where that idea was born. And he's been going for over a year now. Cat head biscuits are biscuits that are the size of a cat's head. That's what that means. If you ain't grits, you ain't Southern grits happening here. If I need fast digestible carbs, I'll do instant grits. If I want something like that, though, I'm going to use old-fashioned oatmeal and fresh honey. My buddy Billy Bond at Permapastures gave me a whole crate of honey that they took off out of their bees.
It's the best honey ever.
So not made with an actual cat. No, Evan is a genius. I had 6 guys on Moto Adventure today. I had Evan's radios. We were able to get a cast for the first time ever. Yeah, man. What we need to do is build a little harness that secures with a strap over the top that exposes the camera on your phones. I made a pouch for Jaeger right before he went over to Ukraine for his GoPro that did exactly that. Went right on his armor, and it would expose just that lens, and it would cover up that blinking light on that thing. Josh, what's up, man? Cat head sausage gravy. Yes, you always got to have sausage gravy if you ever have the choice with it. Do you have any bamboo fly rods in your museum? I do not, man. I have a very, very close friend, Justin Souders, that just loves fly fishing. He's in Ohio, and I think we're going to get him back here. But we have the Connie River right here, and that's where Nicole's hauler is. That's where she's at, is right there on that river. There's a giant dam right there that's just beautiful. I love to fly the drones out there. And every time we come, we've done a canning class out there. We've done a turkey processing class. We've done we've done a bunch of poultry classes out there. And as we come through up out of the valley, you just see the steam coming off of that river. It is so pretty out there. Evan is the Forrest. He is the Forrest Gump of radios. You are absolutely right about that.
I prefer Rain Man.
Rain Man, yeah, Rain Man. I could throw a pallet of 900 radios on the ground, and Evan will just look at them and tell you how many radios hit the ground. It's Apple ID verification. It stalls this out every time. Joel Salatin is some kind of genius. Of course he is. Everything I want to do is illegal. Yes, absolutely. I went to Rogue Food Conference to meet Joel Salatin, and we went to the one in Nashville at the peak of COVID. They had actually wouldn't do the event where they were going to do it. So John Moody moved it in to a beautiful horse farm, horse ranch with a big, beautiful venue there. So we went out to meet Joel Salatin, and at the end, I just, like, as I was walking in, who's sitting at the front door greeting people? Joel Salatin and Neethi Bali was there. And Joel was there, and I got a chance to talk to him for a few minutes by myself, and I said, you have to be the absolute top of this game. And I said, you're out here taking notes. I go, do you really need to take notes? Do you not know what you're going to say inside here? He said, I never know what my presentation's going to be until I meet the crowd. I don't know what you guys need to hear from me. So I don't know what I'm going to say until I walk through that doors, when I know what I'm going to tell you guys. And then afterwards, he spoke, and a ton of people spoke. I met a lot of great people there. Met some really close friends, Trisha and Liz and some other people. And I walked up to him and I go, hey, I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's something in my life that's really missing, and I'm drawn towards this and you. I said, I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm going to do something on a scale large enough that you're going to take notice, and we're going to do something together in the future. And here we are, what, 2 years later?
Yes.
Here we are 2 years later, and Joel Salatin is coming to my event here at this property. So I guess we did something right. Have you talked about Hog Farm Medic lately? I'm not typing this. Hog Farm. Are you talking about Eli? No, I haven't heard from Eli. I saw him at James's party. He was out here for that, and I haven't seen him since then. I would suspect he's probably overseas. I'm putting Overton through the buds of Moto Adventure. He's a big dude, man. Isn't he riding a KLR 650? That's a big bike out there on those trails. Got stung 16 times. Holy shit. Holy. We have bees here that are the size of hummingbirds, and they blast past your padding, and then they bounce around right here. Your t-shirt tells me everything I need to know. Yeah, American as fuck. It's always men, older men that walk up, and women, and they say, they get close, and I'm like, oh man, what's coming? And they're like, I love your shirt. Wrangler Star, all my guys are buying. Have you seen those Honda CT 125s? A bunch of our friends are buying those things, and they adventure bike them out, and they've got all kinds of baskets and stuff on them. I've got a Grom back there. I've got a XR 450 with a EX 400 low end on it. So it has a electric start that's not that big, crazy bolt-on one. It's an actual factory start. I have an XR 650R that still has the Baja 1000 prep inspection tags on it. That bike's completely done through. I've got 24 motorcycles. I've got a bunch of bikes. I really think I want a newer, smaller XR, something in there. Maybe they're 300-ish, 350 type deal, something around there. But man, you get so much on the KTMs for the money. But I do have a lot of Africa Twin. Man, I like the Africa bikes, but when you crash them, the plastic is so rigid. It's not like a dirt bike when you lay those Africa bikes over. And a lot of our riding around here, we've got a lot of single track and stuff. So when that thing goes over, to try to bring a big 650 back up like that, yeah, and I really want an electric start bike now. Kicking a big, single 650 bike at 52, man, I feel it. And if you twist and get off a little bit and you tweak your hip or something. Just finished machining 125 of my new. Good for you, man. Good. That's right. The difference between people that have what they want and don't is simply inaction. Almost 99% of the time, the guys that walk in here and they're like, I've got this idea, I tell them, you won't execute on it. You won't execute on it. If you were going to, you would have the thing, not an idea. And if you have a great idea and you plan to execute, don't tell people. The guy that's going to snatch up your URL and snatch up your social media and try to sell them to you is a guy that you consider to be a friend. Mouth shut, action forward. Don't tell people until you have the thing ready to go. And that's awesome that you did, man. It's awesome that you actually have done it. The ruts in Tennessee, yeah. Africa Twins or CRF 1000. I'm 6'2". Man, I didn't even know there was a CRF 1000. I had no idea. A warrior come and take a shirt of the 4th of July party and was stretched out end of night. People grabbing me over the mask on the rooster. Yeah. Warrior for Peace Social Club, what's up? KLR's tell bike. Yeah, I look at the KLR as 90% street, 10% dirt. It's like a street bike that looks like a dirt and can do some dirt stuff like Trans-American Trail and stuff, groom trails. Whereas the XR is 90% dirt bike that you can kind of get away with putting some turn signals on in some states now. But the XRLs are a street bike. They're like the old XLs were. I grew up on a 84 XL 250, and I had a XL 1978 XL 175 was my very first bike. And then all kinds of, race bikes and, dirt bikes and stuff. I've got a brand new YZ250 out there right now. African Twins or CRF 1000. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, ideas are stolen all the time, man. People hit me up, guys always hit me up like, hey, we can help you promote your social media. And I'm like, hey, how come you only have 100 followers on your social media? And then hey, we can shoot videos. Awesome. Where's your video? Who have you shot videos for? I want to check them out. And I always end up telling these guys, I'm like, look, man, I just went and searched you on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Locals, MeWeFloat, Getter, all the social media platforms, and I only found you on one. They're like, yeah, we're working on that. I go, look, Glenn, let me tell you something. Having ran a business for 35 years, we did it the hard way pre-internet. We used to actually have to send letters to people because there wasn't phones. Some of these people didn't even have phone numbers. So what you're telling me you're working on, you can no bullshit do in under 2 hours. Go do that tonight. Come back and talk to me tomorrow if you've done it. If you haven't, we can't do business. If you can't do your business, you definitely can't do my business. Spent the day at a local barbecue motorcycle event. Great day. Awesome, man. Good for you. Did you meet any good people? Did you meet one new good person? Did you change anybody's life? Did you maybe change the direction, the course of a young man's life? If you're heading at 12 o'clock and you just ticked him 1 second, right? Looks the same 5 miles down the road, but 10 miles down the road, they don't even see each other. New really cheap Honda XR 150 going to get a lot of people into riding. Yeah, that's great, man. I have a CRF 100. I've got a CRF, I think 150. I've got a couple CRF 70s. I have some CRF 50s. I have a full-blown BBR perimeter frame bike. If you don't know what BBR is, check them out. I've got some minis like that. I got a bunch of other dirt bikes too. I have an R6. I've got a ZX6R. Although Honda's synonymous with quality, I'd have to say my Suzuki DR650 has been absolutely bulletproof. Nice. All right, guys, if I haven't addressed your comment, just retype it out here rather than jumping back up in there. Talk to many people, community coming together. Good, man, good. If you do what you think is really the right thing to do, like truly, like we know when we're about to do something we shouldn't do, we know. A lot of times I do it anyways, right? Those are some of the stories that we tell years later. But if you do what you really believe is right, because people are going to show up, but if you're doing what you really think is right, the right people are going to show up. I just want to know how old is Harry. I don't know who we're talking about. Harry Potter? Favorite bike was a CR 500. I don't do dunes. We spent a lot of time out at Akatia and, Pole Line and State Line and all those places. We rode a lot out in Henderson. MDR races. I wasn't into like desert racing. I like to jump motorcycles. And when we bought this property, we built all of our jumps. We had a D5 dozer in here, and some excavators and stuff. I like to jump. So when we built all of our jumps, we built everything for 4-seat razors. You want your approach 3 times longer than your actual takeoff. So we built everything for razors. And I have a 2-seat razor that's fully built with HCR suspension. It's got a lot of modification, lot of suspension modification. Real legit stuff. And we were riding those a lot, and even then I was crashing. Like I broke the 2-seat car in half, broke the front frame. We've modded all of those vehicles, and I intentionally run those because when we crash, it's end over end. We really break stuff, and a crash like that on a motorcycle, it would definitely be a life flight situation at this point. And I just don't heal like I have. I've broke this bone in half. I broke this bone in half. This bone. That's all dirt bikes. All of my real repairs and surgeries have always been dirt bikes. So we bought 2 matching XR 400s and rode those around for about 6 weeks. And you find some little hump of dirt and you're jumping it, and then you're jumping, and finally I'm like, all right. And we go buy brand new YZs again, and then you're out jumping and cameras and shit. So I really do stay off of the real dirt bikes. I'll do the dual sport stuff, but I don't. And a CR 500, that's a madman right there. How often do you colorways for chest rigs restock? There's really no rhyme or reason. You're gonna pull your hair out trying to figure it out. The real answer is, I have a text app that goes out every night, and I have an email that goes out Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If you are watching and you've been watching and there's something we just don't have, you can send an email and we'll discuss it. We are currently running multicam black, OD, Coyote, and Woodland, AKM4 micros. There's piles of them cut. We shipped over 100 FUPAs on Thursday, Friday. We'll probably ship 200 Monday, Tuesday. We have all the machines are covered right now in FUPAs. I've probably got over 100 FUPAs that are complete right now on the tables, just to clean up. Any XL FUPAs? Yeah, I had inventory's probably correct on those. These are XL FUPAs here, but that doesn't mean they didn't sell out over yesterday and today. But yeah, we just ran 24 of these. I've got multicam black. Been doing cold showers after 5 weeks. I thought I was a badass doing cold showers. And I get in there, shivering every 2 minutes, and then I'm 5 minutes, and now I just turn the shower on, and I just step in the shower, and cold, boom, right? And I used to flex up and tense. Don't do that. It gets easier. Like just get in there. You're not helping yourself any, tensing up. Then I took the temperature. It's 60 degrees. I have an ice tub coming, like a legit ice bath. Last day of the country fair today. County fair. I need glasses. I have glasses. I have a wonderful optometrist. His name is Dr. Shelton. He's alumni at TAC Response. And he'll make me these badass custom Oakley glasses. I take him my Ducati frames and stuff, and I'll put them on. I'm like, holy cow, I can see through walls. I've got superhero powers. And then I take them off after about 5 minutes, and I can't see. And I'm like, oh man, I can't wear these. If I wear these, I'll never be able to not wear glasses. So every couple of years, I'll get a new prescription, which gets worse, and I don't ever wear them. I'm to the point where I'm going to have to do something soon. I'm screwed as far as improving any there. You got to get an ice bath, buddy. You just, it sucks. We bought a legit sauna, red wavelength sauna. I bought a big one. I can put an exercise bike in there. And now we're buying, and I've got the Mito red light therapy. I think that actually helps too. I've got a red light therapy panel. I'm going to buy a full body length one. And then we have the ice baths coming in. We got a buddy that imported a container of them. Have you seen, look up Edge. Look up the Edge ice bath, and that's what we've got. Do you have any advice for building personal and professional confidence? Yeah, wins, man, wins. Set most people they want to talk about things, but they don't act, right? What's the difference between somebody that has, when you walk on somebody's property, like, man, you've done a lot of things, or when you see somebody in person and you're like, man, you really look fit. You look more fit than the last time. I know you're 2 years older, but you look younger. You know what the difference is? It's just action. It literally, I don't have a magic pill. I make those videos where I'm like, light switch, motherfucker, flip it. It's literally that. And how many things do we do through the day where we walk past something and you're like, oh, I really need to put that away. Oh, I really need to put that away. I really need to put that away. That's 5 seconds of your life that you've processed thinking about that. How long would it take you to put it away? 5 seconds. And it's done. That's accomplishment. That's a win. And win, they build momentum, right? And most of our stuff that we talk about needing to do, if you made a list of 10 things you need to do, 3 or 4 of them you could do in a couple of minutes, 5 minutes of your day. That builds momentum, man. Make yourself get up early in the morning. I don't have time to. Then go to sleep earlier. Most people, when they say they don't have time, they have plenty of time for this thing. This is the rectangle of, death. That's what this thing is. Amusement in its rawest form means no thought. You're going to be the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And I don't think it even has to be face to face at this point, right? Conspire in its rawest form means to breathe together. We are currently conspiring right now, right? The government turned it into something, evil, because everything they put on you is because they're doing it to you. But listen, consume content that adds to you rather than taking away from you. There's a time for music. It's when you need to sweat and leave a puddle of sweat on the ground and make it hard to talk, and you're working out and doing physical activity. There's a time for that. But when you want to get things done, listen to motivational stuff to start out with. Now, motivation, it's fleeting. How many times did you walk out of the Rocky Balboa movie or the Karate Kid movie where you were going to go take martial arts, you were going to take up boxing, right? Or Top Gun, and you were going to go to Top Gun and be a Navy pilot? Did you do any of that shit? That's motivation. Motivation just starts you. It's that primer in that motor you haven't started in a long time. It's starter fluid. It allows you to get started. That's motivation. What you need is discipline. And when you have discipline, you're not going to lose that for a long time, as long as you keep going and you keep adding to that. So it's literally just do it. You don't need confidence. You need to just do it. What are we specifically talking? Give me some examples. Yeah, Jim Rohn's great. He's passed. Andy Frisella is who you should be listening to. Ed Milet, Alex Hormozy, my friend Rob Bailey. Check out Kill Rob Bailey on Instagram. Very active. He's been doing a daily vlog on YouTube. And while we're speaking of Rob, he has an amazing band called Land and Ammo. Do me a favor and type in Land and Ammo on YouTube and just hit like. You're going to like it. You're going to like the words. He also has another one called Kill Rob Bailey. It's very heavy workout music. It's great workout music. Going to wake up at 4 a.m. tomorrow to work. Can't wait. Use podcasts from it. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. And the thing with getting up, CT Fletcher's awesome. There's some video last year of CT Fletcher with my buddy Rob, and they all have SOE bags. And Jeff Logan, that's a friend of mine also. He's got some good content you'd like also. He was there with CT Fletcher. Rob's wife is Dana Lynn Bailey. If you don't know who that is, you might check that out. I had it done in Loudon in Nashville. Supposed to be one of the best in the business. What'd you have done? What are we doing? An old timer I have utmost respect for used to say, do it by discipline until you do it by desire. Yeah. I would like all of you guys, because it's usually business that we're talking about, right? I would like all of you guys, whatever you're working, when you go to work, I love it when people are like, money isn't everything. And that's because you don't fucking have any of it. I love when dudes are like, money isn't everything, because then I can say, well, then how come you get up every morning and go to a place you hate for so little of it? Maybe money it's not everything. But you've never seen a dude jump off a jet ski didn't have a big old smile on his face, especially when he has enough for his friends. So I would like to see all of you guys who make all of your money after you pay all of your bills and you've got that little chunk of money left and you're letting it accumulate. What is it that you spend that money on, right? What is it that it allows you to do? Once a month you get to go on a dirt bike trip, or once a month you get to add some parts to your bike, or once a month you're adding onto your rifle, or once a month you get to add something to your homestead. Whatever that is, that thing that you work all of those hours for to be able to do a little bit of, that is what your passion is. That is what you figure out how to monetize. Whatever that thing is, whatever it is that you love, and you just do it on your free time, and you get a couple hours here and there, and that's what you choose to do, that, you figure out how to make that your life and your business. I guess I'd say I never toot my own horn. I know no one else will. Yeah, if you're not going to. If you walk in here and you're like, why should I buy your stuff? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, we're the best there is. I'm the best at this. I am not Ford. I'm not trying to put a car in every driveway. I'm Ferrari, and if I want you to buy my shit, I'll call you. You know Ferrari? Porsche too. You have to be invited to buy those cars. You have to own other cars to be able to buy the allocation cars. That's what we do. I don't have stuff sitting around here. All this shit right here, we made it extra because I got some stuff coming up. We're not even putting it all online. And if you watch these videos every night, this gear changes all the time. Money isn't everything, but it buys you, money buys you freedom, right? Money buys you freedom. When everybody was wearing masks flying around on airplanes, you know, and waiting and doing all the silly shit they were doing, taking your forehead, you know, people with money that flew private, they didn't do none of that. You know, people that fly private don't go through customs. Did you know that? All the places that were closed down, they were open to private airline. It allows you options. And you got to speak in the positive, man. When people are like, I can't afford that, you're right. When you speak those words, you speak it into existence. You solidify that. You pour it in resin. Instead, say, how can I afford that? It's fine if you say, I don't care to buy this. If somebody's trying to sell you, not your thing, not interested. But I can't is a very different thing. Yeah, you don't have to worry about TSA if you fly private. You got that right. My doctor wrote the textbook on bladeless LASIK. Scott McCrae, 4,500. What are we talking about? Oh, get LASIK? I don't think I can do LASIK. There was a reason why. And we have Dr. Chin. Is it Dr. Chin? We have like the leading dude that invented the machine here in Nashville here. Our friend Sherman is friends with him. That's who did James Yeager's LASIKs. CT Fletcher's how you found Rob and Dana? If you know, Aaron Singerman owns Redcon 1. Rob's very good friends with him. Aaron opened a gym here in Nashville, and then he's got the gym in Florida. He's making big. They just bought a 125,000 square foot building, 125,000 square feet in Nashville. That's they're using it for warehousing for their energy drinks. Earl Nightingale, old school, original pro. Anybody do anything neat today? Did you guys do anything cool today? Don't cheap out on late. Yeah. Yeah. Electrical work on the house. Did you complete it? I do consistently focus on combating my negative self-talk, but I still have a little voice. Well, fucking stop it, RH. What are we doing? Okay, am I back online? Am I connected? Iron Horse, you mean War Horse. Warhouse Gym. That was Rob's gym, was Warhouse. 3-hour bike trip, nice. Knocked on doors trying to sell stump grinding jobs. Targeted marketing on Facebook, buddy. It'll pop up. Targeted marketing on Facebook. Get off of here. Type in how do I do targeted marketing local area on Facebook into YouTube. Watch some videos. Had a dino in the basement. Show my buddy how to grow sprouts for the coming struggle. Sprouts are good too. You absorb so much more of the nutrition out of there. You could look up fodder also. Sulforaphane is much greater in broccoli sprouts. If you're not, you got fire. Good. The babies of everything taste. But Josh, did you get my video I sent you? Did you see that cheese slicer? I didn't buy that. I did buy the big closet though, the gentleman's closet. Pulled a washer and dryer from a set of hoarders' basement, was packed full of junk. Dug through the kitchen and living room to get to the stairs. Large people, thin corneas, previous refractive surgery, dry eyes have the potential to disqualify for LASIK. Some can be fixed. Man, the net keeps dropping. Back online. Are we live again? Completely redoing wood shop after acquiring new resaw. Right on. Are you running like a dust collection system? I want to have a wood shop. I guess I don't bad enough because I still don't have a wood shop. I would just like to have a beautiful wood shop. People that have worn contacts for years have worn corneas. I don't wear contacts. Monica, how are you? John, I gained a lot of Rob Bailey's $360 group. I joined it. Has changed my mind. Yeah, clear, calculated, and vicious, man. If you can't make $360 more, you can't be helped. Starting business account through wife. Good. Where were we at here? Monica wants to see your cabinet pictures. Oh, they're very cool. Hold on. Look at all them fupas. Would you look at that? Look at that. Just look at it. Matt, Christopher, how are you? Okay, I bought this thing today. It's a gentleman's closet. The doors open up. Let me restart this, see if I have volume on this. It's connected to my earbuds. Hold on a second. Never seen anything like this. It's very, very cool. It's called a gentleman's closet. These doors have rollers. They roll on metal tracks. They've got all these little dividers, sundries, collars, dress collars. Man, that socks, music in the back might give me a flag. Umbrellas, braces, your hat. Super neat. I've never seen anything like this. It's very, very cool. And then there's this thing. Well, here's some photos of it. Check this out. It's a cheese knife. Oh, it's got some good weight to it too. And then this is metal. It says cheese knife on this. It says cheese knife. Sanitary cheese knife. Cast iron hand, so cool. So that's the gentleman's closet. Yeah, Monica, it's fully functioning. All of the fittings and hardware are there. All of the wood is in place. Nothing's warped. It all functions. Have you seen the classical music and crops documentary, Love Music? I have not seen that. Fupas and micro rigs must be in high demand. They are. Bartle do. What does that mean? Ordered a fanny pack yesterday, multicam black with toxic thread. Oh, a fanny pack? That'll ship to you Monday, buddy. This is the bag I use all the time. I don't walk around so much in public with it, but when we go out in old buildings and tunnels and stuff, that's what I wear. House 100-year-old and electric was upgraded in the 50s, 60s. I have been trying to make things safe. Yeah, the old cloth wrapped wires. That's how my first shop in Oceanside was. And the screw-in fuses. We see some of those around this town still sometimes. David Hosfeld, how are you, man? Just look at it. Has another character named Mumbles, whose catchphrase is Bartle Dude. Oh, got it. Used to be Oceanside, California. Yes, sir. Yep. 234 South Coast Highway. Across from the mirrored glass building, which was Oceanside Transmission. We were 1 block up and 2 blocks over from the pier. The pier that has that awesome little restaurant that had all the awesome milkshakes. Ocean Crime, that's right. Shipping already on my most recent order. Great, man. Great. What'd you order? What's that with the 4-leaf clover? Oh, it's probably promotion item or something from St. Patrick's Day. These are the Halloween bags from last year. We just started discussing Halloween promo for this year today, as a matter of fact. Were these lined bags? Did we line them? I don't think we lined them. Nope. I have a truck full of material, though. Check this out. This is oilcloth. It's like a wax canvas. It is super, super heavy and stiff. Super heavy. Couple of mesh pockets to accessorize the large. Oh, you're gonna love them, man. You're gonna love them. Where was the 4-leaf? Oh, here's the 4-leaf clover. You want the wax canvas? I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Probably some tool bags. Very, very small run of tool bags. Foop on the way. Looking forward to some tool pod totes. What color tool pod tote, George? Multicam black, right? Multicam black. With July 4th promos? I don't have a clue, man. I don't know. That ships out every day. What's the order? We go by an order number, man. We have no clue whose is whose. It's all just an order number. So as batches of stuff come up, we just put it in the appropriate boxes. These are tool pod totes right here, and they come with 4 2 mesh, 2 solid pockets. And they Velcro inside, and then they bifold. It folds up. Zippered Halloween promo pouch and promo tool bag. Right on. Place codes a while back. Wish I knew about you guys back then when I was active. Currently live east Escondido. Oh, right on. We spent a lot of time in Escondido. I moved here 18 years ago, man. I lived here 18 years ago. Moved here 18 years ago. Last I heard, there was an insurance company in my old building. Lived in Tirasana, spent a lot of time in Escondido, ran around Encinitas, Lacadia, Del Mar. Awesome pocket organizer. Maybe we got to turn the pocket organizers inside out and pop the corners out. So I don't know how that stuff's going to turn. It's real stiff. Acquired a new dog from a local drunk that was beating the heck out of a little guy. Now I have a new member named Augie to the farm. Right on, man. Vietnam Tiger Strike camo. Tomorrow I'm cutting foam for the LBV. Right on. Wasn't Cody from Ghost Gunner from Oceanside? He went to prison, but I suspect he was framed. I don't know who that is. I don't know what Ghost Gunner is or any of that. Are we talking about the kid that put all the money up on the interstate about printed receivers, 3D printed receivers, or 80% lowers or something? I think it's the 80% guy. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I think he did go to prison. He also went to the ATF office and stood there with a bullhorn and kind of dared them to put him in prison. I mean, not really, but I mean, he really skylined himself. It's like all these motherfuckers with the braces and shit, constantly harassing. Like, okay, the ATF said they're good to go. Why do you need any more clarification? Just shut up and fucking remain silent. Is that Origin cloth? It's not. It's not Origin. Desert Tiger Stripe is fantastic in dry leaves. Yeah. Are you talking about the Tiger Stripe here? No, this is just old, like, Vietnam print. It's on a 1000D Cordura. The Cordura is very good. It's got a very, very heavy hand to it. This is a great material. Yeah, poking the bear. That's exactly what was going on. You need a rig in the Tiger Stripe? We got a buddy that's with group, and he's going to a class with Scully and a couple other friends. Tavor is putting a class on. So we're building, I brought this in just to build a stacked micro for him. Ordered some red canvas from Fabric Direct, and the lady who packed my order must have spilled perfume. Oh, that's terrible, man. I always think about that, like, just smells on material when we're building things. Like, would dogs be able to track it? Might have an opportunity to run a D6 dozer this week. That's cool, man. That's awesome. Yeah, we deliver to P.O. boxes. We deliver all over the world. If you can receive mail, we can send it to you. If you can't receive mail, we can still send it, but you might not be able to get it. And yeah, the Desert Tiger guy, I'm a fan of the Desert Tiger. The Arid multicam works really well too. Same situation, as does Highlander, Cryptek Highlander. Great out in the dry woods and fall. Works out in the desert as well. Anybody doing anything cool tomorrow? I want a charcuterie board. There's a, huh?
Snackle box.
A snackle box? A snackle box.
That's the manly version of a shark.
It's a manly version of a charcuterie board. What's it called? A grazing board?
Grazing table.
A grazing table. There's a lady in Jackson, Tennessee here, which is an hour from, that's where we were today. And she does charcuterie boxes and charcuterie boards. And she'll do them with all kinds of farm to fork, dried meats and cheeses and fresh fruits and exotic fruits. And she's got a charcuterie box, a dessert box. It's, you know, little truffles and stuff, nuts and candied nuts and stuff. Man, I could live off of that shit. Going to Pear Fair. What's that? Bento box. You need to go out. Yeah. Snackle box. Going tomorrow to look at buying shed moving. Oh, that's great, man. Love it. Man, we went through, we had 20 people probably tell us they were coming to move the shed that never showed up. The dude that showed up wanted $1,000. I gave him 1,500. He happily
Happily.
tipped him $500. Highlander pants? No, no Highlander pants.
These scissors back on your back table there.
Put them on my sewing machine, please. Speaking my language, I love getting down on a charcuterie. Yeah, I love them. I would much rather stand around with, you know, 15, 20 friends and just stand at a table and eat that than to sit down at it. Because when you sit down with a bunch of people at a table, nobody gets, you can't talk, you talk to a few people. Do I know anything about pulling barbed wire? Yeah, I have a dude that I pay, and he comes in. I actually don't have any barbed wire on the property. We're fenced and cross-fenced, but I have woven wire, and I have the woven wire that's not welded. It's actually wrapped on every vertical, and I use 2x4 wire. Like a rabbit can't even get fences. Company makes John Short, makes a nice Highlander. Oh, yeah, for sure, Warlike. Katanica, guys. I should hit them up. Like, we send tons of people to Katanica. These are Katanica shorts. If it's not below 30 degrees, Katanica shorts are what I'm wearing. Anytime you see me wearing pants, I'm wearing cool pants, cold pants, K-U-H-L. Cali compliant bags. What I just showed you was the Halloween bags in normal. For Cali compliant bag, yeah, I do have Highlander for Cali compliant bags. Man down. Yeah, I've got Highlander in there. John Witherspoon, what's up, man? Shark fishing again. That's cool, man. I have a baby hammerhead shark in formalin upstairs in a Tatum museum jar. When I received my Rallian subload, had a rubber band on the pistol mag pouch lid. Wondering what that reason. Probably because it was set aside as the one we photoed or something. I don't know. It's the upside down airplane, man. I'd sell that thing for twice what you paid for it right now. Are you cutting? Yeah. Okay. I was making sure that wasn't the cat or an animal or something. Listen to that. It's got those little micro serrations, like the bill of a goose. Brother has filled his Cali compliant numerous times with canned ham. Oh, it'll totally do it, man. It'll hold 2 ammo cans inside it. Are they larger of the two? Yeah, they're slightly larger. I like them because we put that shorter handle and the long handle. So when you